Hello everyone. Do you believe that each food factory in the world can process more than 1,000 wild boars per month? Are these wild creatures really safe to consume? Is the way wild boar meat is processed really in accordance with tradition and ethics? Join Trending Farm to discover the horrifying truth inside the world's largest wild boar processing factory in this documentary. Unlike industrial pigs, wild boars are often raised in semi-natural conditions, providing a healthier and more sustainable alternative to industrial farming. Farms dedicated to wild boar farming are often located on the outskirts of rural towns, such as in places like Texas, USA, or the south of France, where natural habitats can be recreated. These facilities often span hundreds of acres, allowing wild boars to roam freely and maintain their natural instincts. It is estimated that farms will provide approximately 5 acres for 20 animals. On average, an adult wild boar can take up to 18 months to reach maturity, compared to 6 months for industrial pigs, reflecting a slower and more natural growth process. These farms prioritize sustainable practices. For example, some European operations limit antibiotic use to less than 5% of their herd per year. And invest in advanced waste management systems that recycle water and organic matter. By balancing breeding and conservation, they maintain ethical farming practices while still producing high-quality meat. In semi-natural environments, the reproduction process of wild boars closely mirrors their behavior in the wild, creating healthier and more robust offspring. Female boars, or sows, are provided with spacious, secluded areas to give birth, often under natural vegetation or in specially designed enclosures that mimic forest conditions. A sow typically gives birth to 4 to 10 piglets per litter, depending on her health and the quality of her living condition. The piglets nurse exclusively on their mother's milk for the first few weeks, which is rich in nutrients and vital for their rapid growth. As they mature, their diet is gradually supplemented with soft foods, fresh fruits and vegetables. They also have access to open spaces, allowing them to exercise and develop strong muscles, retaining their natural instincts. In contrast, wild boars raised in confined captivity often face limited movement and artificial diets, which can lead to weaker immune systems and reduced meat quality. The semi-natural approach not only ensures the piglet's healthy development, but also preserves their natural behaviors, enhancing the overall sustainability and ethics of wild boar farming. In a semi-natural environment, the diet of wild boars is carefully managed to mirror what they would eat in the wild, and the results are fascinating. Did you know that an adult wild boar consumes around 4 to 6 pounds of food every day? Their meals are a mix of roots, vegetables, fruits, and small grains, providing them with a balanced, nutrient-rich diet. Seasonal changes play a big part in what they eat. For example, during the fall, wild boars feast on acorns and chestnuts, giving their meat a unique, nutty flavor. In the summer, their diet shifts to include fresh berries and melons, which are abundant and packed with natural sugars. Have you ever thought about how much what an animal eats affects the taste of its meat? Farmers also supplement these natural foods with crushed grains like oats and barley to ensure the boars are well nourished throughout the year. This approach not only helps the animals grow healthier, but also eliminates the need for processed feeds or antibiotics. When was the last time you considered where your food really comes from? Here, every step is designed to give you the best quality while keeping things as natural as possible. In the U.S., states like Texas, California, and Florida have large wild boar populations. And these regions are seeing a growing market for wild boar meat. As wild boars are considered a nuisance species in many of these states, utilizing them for meat production offers a sustainable solution to controlling their population, which can cause damage to crops and the environment. However, challenges remain. Establishing consistent supply chains and ensuring processing standards are met is a hurdle for many producers. Additionally, there are concerns over the potential spread of diseases such as African swine fever. Globally, the wild boar industry is experiencing growth, with countries like Spain, Italy, and parts of Eastern Europe where wild boar hunting has deep roots, leading the charge. As the trend towards sustainable and ethical food sources grows, the demand for wild boar meat may expand further, both in the US and abroad. End of the journey of discovery. Thank you for listening and accompanying Trending Farm. Each like and subscription of your channel helps Trending Farm grow more and more. See you again in the next interesting videos. The transport process from farm to food plant is designed with the welfare of the wild boar in mind, ensuring the quality of the meat. The vehicles are disinfected before each trip, and the journey is kept as short as possible, usually under 50 miles. Drivers are trained to adhere to strict animal welfare guidelines, ensuring there is shelter and water on long trips. This careful handling ensures that the wild boar arrives at the food plant ready for processing. Upon arrival, the wild boar meat undergoes a rigorous quality assessment to ensure it meets high standards. Each carcass is inspected by a veterinarian for signs of disease or contamination. Plant workers weigh the wild boar to clearly classify the wild boar meat, making the processing more uniform and easier. Only meat that passes these inspections is sent for processing, ensuring a safe, high-quality product for consumers. The process of processing wild boar meat in a food factory follows stringent standards to ensure quality and safety. Upon arrival at the food factory, wild boars are immediately inspected and their carcasses are washed to remove dirt and debris, ensuring hygiene throughout the process. The meat is then chilled in a controlled environment, with temperatures maintained at or below 40 degrees to prevent bacterial growth. This step is crucial for preserving the quality and flavor of the meat.
Come up.
Next, the wild boar meat is carefully skinned and sections like the tenderloin, ribs, and shoulder are precisely cut. The tenderloin, known for its tenderness and low fat content, is separated for premium cuts, while other parts are prepared for sausages or roasts. The food factory utilizes specialized equipment to ensure the meat is processed efficiently while maintaining its integrity.
Okay.
Once processed, the meat is either vacuum sealed or frozen to maintain freshness, in accordance with USDA regulations. In the food factory, all meat is stored at temperatures below 40 DGF until it's ready for packaging and distribution. This meticulous process ensures the wild boar meat meets the highest food safety standards. After processing wild boar meat, it does not go directly to the market. Instead, it undergoes thorough evaluation in specialized laboratories to ensure its safety and quality. Experts conduct a series of tests to assess the meat's microbiological content, checking for harmful pathogens such as E. coli, salmonella, and listeria.
But we will highlight some of its many capabilities to give you a feel for the laboratory's work.
These tests are crucial in maintaining food safety standards. Additionally, researchers analyze the meat for any substances that may be harmful or not allowed in food, particularly in regions like rural Iowa or parts of Ukraine, where concerns about illicit substances in pork have surfaced.
Chemistry section must provide a broad spectrum of technical capabilities.
The laboratory tests also verify that the meat complies with regulatory standards set by authorities like the USDA, ensuring that it is free from contaminants or unsafe additives. Only after these tests confirm the meat's safety is it deemed fit for distribution to consumers. This process plays a vital role in protecting public health and maintaining confidence in wild boar meat as a safe and quality product. The wild boar industry in the U.S. presents both significant opportunities and challenges. On the positive side, the demand for alternative meats has been rising. Wild boar meat, being leaner and higher in protein than traditional pork, is increasingly popular among health-conscious consumers. It is also free from hormones and antibiotics, which appeals to those looking for natural food sources.
Thank you for watching the video. Are you having any problems with your livestock farming? Please share your comments and questions. We are ready to answer. If you like our videos, please like, share, subscribe and recommend the channel to your friends so they can watch too. Hello and see you again.